Hello guys, happy New Year's Eve to everybody out there. This is the, as promised, top 10 updates thing. The winner of the whole bonus XP stuff will be announced at the end of this video, so if you're only here for that, then I guess skip to the end, but you don't know where it will be at the end. Aha! But no, this is all voted by you guys, so everything that from 10 to 1, including the worst update, is all voted by you guys. So you know, this is not me. This is your words coming out of my mouth. But yeah, let's get started. Oh, quick thing: if my mic sounds like crap, sorry. My sound card and my video card have been removed from my computer, and old ones have been put in, like really shitty old ones from like Windows XP 2002 type crap. Because my new ones that I got in my computer were damaged, so I have to order new ones from HP, so they'll be coming within, I don't know, like, I think it's like 8 business days or something stupid. But, yeah, so I apologize for that really crappy microphone. But anyway, let's get down to it. Number 10 is the Citadels and Clan updates that happened this year. Now, I believe Clan Camp happened early this year. I think it was this year. But Citadels happened this year. It was really big, huge, really nice trailer they had on their whole YouTube channel and stuff, and everybody was really hyped up for it and excited and stuff, but, you know, it wasn't fully what people expected, but it was still really, really good, as far as how the updates previous had been going anyway. They had a really rough start to the year for sure, but they picked up. For sure, by the end of the year. But Citadels, definitely with everything they brought with the whole planning events, the whole battlefield thing, customizable battlefields, all the emotes and stuff you can do now, all the meeting places, privacy within your clan, and everything like that, including the new updated clan chats. Everything that they did for the clans this year was relatively decent, relatively good updates, so I applaud them for that, and definitely agree that this should be on the list. Number 9. Though technically not a game update, it was definitely a substantial update in itself, and that was the Runescape website overhaul and update, where they basically took the old design of the website and they just poofed it, and it's so colorful now, and there are buttons to click. But it is all really, really nice, and really great update overall. But of course it comes with mixed opinions. So people are like, oh, you know, this is pretty amazing, it's nice, it's flashy, it's definitely portrays the game. And others are like, well, you know, it's nice and flashy and all, but it's very generic. It looks like most other MMO sites, such as World of Warcraft, Runes of Magic. Just as a couple of examples, like, you know, it just looks very generic to what most MMOs look like. So there was mixed opinions for sure, which is why it's probably so low on the list. But it was overall a decent addition, and a nice addition. It definitely spiced up the site for sure from the dull beginnings. Though classic, but dull. So, applaud for that, I guess. Number 8 is the Bot Nuke Membership XP and the Bonus XP bonus events. Anything to do, I guess, with bonus XP in any regard is always nice, because people hate buying things for expensive prices. So they can buy all their items and stuff and get more than what their money's worth out of it. With bonus XP events, they can get multiple levels very, very quickly on skills such as Herbal or Prayer, or slower skills such as Runecrafting or Slayer. They can quickly get levels and stuff without a big cost to their money pouches. So it's always nice to have bonus XP stuff. So applaud. Number 7 is the Dominion Tower. Most people were again, this was a mixed type thing, but it was more in favor of liking than not liking. It's definitely an interesting addition and something fun to do if you're really, really bored. You can go and fight previous bosses and other things like that, and trying to get high in the Dominion Tower. It also boasts the best gloves in the game, should you be able to have the ability to require them. Unfortunately, they do degrade, and once they're gone, you have to get them back, and it's really a bitch. That's the only thing I really have to gripe about that. But overall, it's a fun update and something interesting to do, with some interesting rewards, both usable inside and outside of the Dominion Tower. So, hey, if you haven't tried it yet, you should. Number 6. I'm getting up there now. Number 6 was the Money Pouch and Tool Belts updates. Now, most people put those separate on their lists. However, they are one update. They happen together, so they are combined into one on this list. Now, the money pouch is very useful. It is a pin-protected money-carrying machine that carries all of your money, or some of your money, or however much money you actually choose to put in it. And if you die in wilderness, you do not lose it. So if you're doing a quest or whatever in the wilderness, or buying something that's sold in the wilderness for some strange reason, you will not lose the money in the money pouch. However, you still will lose any money in your inventory. The money in your pouch is safe, which also opens up scams, of course, to people saying, you kill me, this money will drop, and they just put it in their pouch after they show it to you. So be careful of that. I have heard a couple of things of that. And the other side of the update is the tool belt update, which allows you to put multiple skilling tools into it, from needles to fishing nets to bronze pickaxes. You know, I suppose if you're doing a quest and you forget a pickaxe, it's always handy to have a bronze one, I suppose. But I wish, that's the only bad thing about the update. Now with the tool belt is you can only put bronze. I wish you could put up to the max, or at least 2 rune pickaxes and rune axes. That would be, you know, at least, it would be better, anyway, at the very least. So, besides that, though, the tool belt and money pouch update are brilliant updates. Number 5, next. This was a popular one for sure, around 4, 5, and 6 area. Next is, of course, the final, or the newest boss in the God Wars dungeon. I think, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th boss, I believe? I don't know. But it's also the hardest, and boasts to be the hardest creature in the game, though I think that has been further updated to something else. I don't know what it is, but it's probably something else now. It's, you know, people have found ways to get around it and stuff like that, so it's no longer as hard as it used to be, though it is still extremely difficult and not recommended to do alone, or even with a duo. It's very difficult, so if you're inexperienced with the God Wars dungeon, I recommend just not going. But it was definitely a good addition, including the armor that it brought, armor and weapons and stuff alike. The whole ceremonial stuff has become a nice skilling outfit type deal, and of course Divine and Virtus and all that is used with the high-end PKers and whatever, and bossers and stuff, but it is really nice armor. Though expensive, it is nice, and definitely a update worth mentioning. Now, number 4 was one that actually surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think many people would pick this up and throw it around as much as they did, but it was dicing removal. As you all know, not long after the bot nuke, in fact, I think it was less than a week after the bot nuke was removed, dicing, the ever-popular gambling game used by legit and scammers alike, was completely removed from the game. Of course, people tried to do other things. I've seen the Pony game was a popular one, and people tried to revive the old-style Flower game. However, Runescape, Jagex then basically said, okay, then fuck this, and started to just ban anybody they saw doing any gambling games. So they basically took out that whole gambling element from the game, which made a couple of people, you know, a lot of dicers and stuff pretty pissed off and quit, but for the most part, people were pretty relieved. Most people for the most part consider dicers to be very scamish, very shady people, and a lot of old school players were pissed off about how these dicers can make a bill really easily, while these people, you know, scathe their entire banks doing, you know, tedious tasks such as 99 Slayer and room crafting back in the day when it was really profitable. So it was a very mixed opinion on dicing, but a lot of people seem to be happy that it's removed, mostly because most of the dicers more than likely quit at this point. But that's how the dice rolls, I guess, pun intended. Number 3. We're down to our top 3. Third one was actually 1, 2, and 3 were very close, within, you know, very, very, very close to being different. But number 3 is the loyalty points update. Now, if you are been living under a rock or don't play this game, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But loyalty points, basically what it is when you become a member, you can sign up for a program that gives you a certain number of points at the end of each month, depending on how long you've been a member consecutively. For example, my main account is currently at 6 months, and my next payout is 10,000. Of course, every consecutive month that you're a member, your amount of loyalty points that you receive goes up and up and up. Mine's at, again, 10,000 now, and I've been for 6 months, so I don't exactly know how much it increases by each consecutive month. But it definitely increases a lot from the original 500 we got to the original, I think it was 1,000 or something like that, at the end of the first month, but I'm not sure. And of course, they've done major updates to it and stuff with new emotes, new auras and stuff. I think the most expensive one now is 84,000 points, which is the Augur aura, which is, I think, is a 4th tier aura, so I don't know. I don't think anybody has it yet. In fact, I know that more than likely nobody has it. And they did a whole loyalty points thing over the holidays where every day you log in you get 500, which is pretty cool. So everybody was definitely enjoying the loyalty points as much as it was a bribe to join members. It is an enjoyable and definitely good idea, but on Jack it's just part I have to admit. But number 2 is the all-famous, all-loved bot nuke. The bot nuke went into effect in the fall, and basically what it did was ban every bot in the game. Now, we have seen some return of them. Every once in a while, a couple will pop up here and there, but they are not back in the numbers that they were earlier this year by far. It was just complete shit. All the prices were just dead. Bots were running amok. So many legit players just said fuck this and left, and that's actually when I kind of decided I was going to probably leave. So, you know, it was just terrible, terrible, terrible. And Runescape finally listened to our pleas and our cries and brought down the bot nuke, which banned, I think it was something like almost 2 million accounts for botting, and that is a substantial number. So now there are really not that many bots, if any at all, in the game. However, I don't really play that often, so I don't really see them anyway. You know, I see a couple of rune crafting ones, rune essence mining ones every once in a while, but other than that, I don't really see them anymore. So, definitely a good update, though, to get rid of that fucking annoying menace. And number 1 is, of course, Wilderness and Free Trade. The famous update of 2000, I think it was late 2007, where Wilderness and Free Trade were completely removed. And, of course, they tried a couple of different alternatives, including full-on PvP worlds and the very infamous Bounty Hunter, which did not last as long as many people actually think. And Free Trade, of course, was completely eliminated for a long time. Then they had the whole trade limit thing, which, depending on your friends and stuff like that and how many quest points you had, you could trade so much money over and blah, 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 blah. And it was just a big hassle and a big bunch of crop of bullshit. So many people quit. Like, the numbers were just low, 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 low for the longest time after the Wilderness and Free Trade were removed. And then they brought it back this year and finally listened to us. But I think it was more of a we need money now type of thing than anything. But all in all, they brought the two things that we missed the most back. And as, you know, pissed off as some people get about Free Trade, about, you know, blah blah blah's friend gave him 20 mil just because, and I don't have any rich friends, they don't give me any money. We all still love the Free Trade as much as we bitch and complain. Now, the Wilderness, of course, there has been some tweaks and stuff to it made by Jagex in the recent months. However, the original Wilderness, I'm talking about the original Wilderness when they first brought it back, was the old style Wilderness and still was as good as it was before, despite, of course, you know, claws and yada yada yada. But we won't get into that. It was the old school Wilderness that we all had asked for, so we can't really complain about weapons and stuff like that. That has nothing really to do with the Wilderness. It just has to do with, you know, you sucking ass at PvP. Sorry, but yeah, that's how she rolls there, folks. But that is the top 10 updates, and now for the worst update was actually a surprised one. It was very close, but it was voted as the Ritual of the Mahajarat quest. And that quest came out as a master quest, or I think it was a master quest, or it was either master or grandmaster. It was hard as fuck anyway. And a lot of people, it came up to majorly mixed opinions of, wow, this is awesome, and wow, this sucks, and, you know, rewards weren't that great, or they were great, and yada yada yada. But overall, you guys seem to have voted that that was the worst update of 2011, though I'm sure they're probably a lot worse. Other ones that were definitely major contenders were Karasi, being nerfed. A lot of PKers were pissed off about that, apparently. There was the whole wait for the loyalty point stuff, and of course, when the loyalty points first came out, we only got 500 regardless of how long you'd been a member. A lot of people were really pissed off about that. That one, I think, was a very, very close second, if not tied with Majorat, Ritual of Majorat. So, lots of really bad updates, but lots of good updates too. And it seems like the bad updates weren't main updates, they were just kind of small tweaks in the good updates that nobody liked, and so there weren't really many actual updates, really. If I was going to pick a worst anything overall, it probably would have been 500 loyalty points right off the bat, type deal for anybody, no matter how long you've been a member. That was pretty fucking stupid on their part. That was actually dickish, if anything, on their part. So if we're not counting major updates that actually are updates, full updates, that would definitely be one. That would probably be the worst, in my opinion. But since I was asking for major updates, that was the one that was chosen because of that. But if I wasn't choosing major updates, that definitely would have been the worst one, because that was a big crop of bullshit. So, but anyway, guys, the winner of the 30-day membership card, which I will be personal messaging because stuff and things happened. It has to do with my mic being crappy as well. Stuff and things happen, so they'll probably get their card a little bit late, but I'll talk to them about that. Is the lovely, talented, lovely, blah blah blah, something, Runescape Vid 2K9. Sorry there, I had to actually find it in my notepad. So Runescape Vid 2K9, I will give you a personal message here very, very soon, and we will discuss the whole thing, and yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I definitely appreciate your guys' input, and of course we can't forget all of the great updates that actually happened that weren't on this, including Elite Void, Wild Graphical Updates, Infernal Ashes, the Ashes update, I think that was 2000, was that 2011? I'm not exactly sure. Dragon Defender, I do believe, was 2011, so that one definitely deserves some, but I think that was 2010, I don't know. I don't even know. That's just all the good updates they've given us in the past 2 years. You know, One Piercing Note was a good one. The first voice acted quest, that was really good. However, that one only came out once. You know, most new quests this year were pretty good. Flash Powder Factory was actually pretty shitty. Herbalore Habitat, I believe, came out the first of this year. Polypore Dungeon, that just came out very recently. All that stuff, all of it's, you know, there's pretty good. Ring of Wealth updates was another really good one that only came up once or twice. So, lots of good updates. Great year overall for Jagex. They made some really good decisions this year. They made some bad ones, but we all do that from time to time, right? So, all in all, not too bad. But thank you guys for watching this incredibly long episode. Runescape Vid 2K9, I will be giving you a personal message sometime today. You may have already gotten it, but yeah, you can announce it to the world, I guess, now, if you got it beforehand, that you won, I guess. I don't know, whatever, if you want to announce it to the world. I don't know why you would, but whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys for giving me a great 2011 as my first full year doing the whole Failgex News thing. I think we gained like 700 subscribers over the whole year. That's amazing. That is a great number. And I hope that we gain, you know, more and more and more, and grow the whole community thing and stuff. And we'll have more contests like this and stuff in the future, of course. And hope you guys had a great holidays and have a great New Year's Eve and stuff. I know I will, because I'll be drunk and partying. So, woohoo! All right, guys. But peace. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great New Year.